Okay, good night everyone. Uh, in this time, I want to about present new paper with the title "Short-term Correction Behavior and Mechanism of 316 Stainless Steel uh, in liquid lead at 650 and 750 degrees Celsius. So this paper is written by Hao et al. From Institute of Applied Physics, Chinese Academy of Science, Shanghai, China. And from Science and Technology on Reactor System Design Technology Laboratory, Chengdu, China. And Nuclear Power Institute of China, Chengdu, China. And Shanghai University, Xining, China. So we start with the abstract. The corrosion behavior and mechanism of 316 stainless steel immersed in liquid PB were investigated in R at 650 and 750 degrees Celsius respectively. The oxidation corrosion first dominated at 650 degrees Celsius. The outer layer of the corroded 316 stainless steel surface was loose iron oxide layer, and the inner layer was defense ferro calcium spinel. However, the selective dilation of nickel and chromium was dominant at first at 750 degrees Celsius, and the oxygen deposit to the interface increased with time. Then, and the inner oxide layer is formed with nickel, chromium, and ferro in inner layer of the matrix. The size of pores formed by the dissolution gradually increased with the corrosion time increase, and the dissolved area was also partially transformed into the wall. The selective dissolution corrosion of the corroded uh, 316 stainless steel was dominant at 750 degrees Celsius with the time increase. The interaction mechanism between the liquid lead and 316 stainless steel was revealed. Okay, next for the introduction, uh, liquid lead is a leading candidate for coolant in efficient nuclear reactors due to the favorable thermal, physical, and chemical properties. And the major selling for using liquid PB is corrosion, which impacts structural materials via dissolution, oxidation, aeration, and abrasion. Then, the corrosion in liquid PB depends on factors such as exposure time, temperature, flow rate, oxygen concentration, and material combustion. At high temperatures bigger than 650 degrees Celsius, liquid PB can cause material failure due to the increased corrosion rates. And several studies have been conducted to identify materials, including various of steel and ceramic, that can resist PB corrosion. High temperatures increase the rate of dissolution and diffusion, thus accelerating corrosion in materials like 316 stainless steel. This despite improvements in alloys and coatings, the corrosion mechanism in 316 stainless steel, particularly at 650 degrees Celsius and above, remains unclear and present challenge in high temperature environments. So we move to experimental about material. So in this research, they use uh, 316 stainless steel pipes were cut into arc-shaped sample with the same size as 20 millimeter, x 50 millimeter, x 3 millimeter. You can see the material in this figure. So they are cut in a rough side. And the 316 stainless steel art sample will ground to the uh, 3000 grades with a silicon, chromium sandpaper, and market. And the sample were rinsed with ultra pure water uh, or assisted by ultrasonic cleaning and then with absolute ethanol trace. So this chemical table one chemical composition of 316 stainless steel y percent. So we can see the composition from that material. This were and the PB pellets purity bigger than 99% were processed from Sinopharm Group. And this table 2, the content of impurity ions in solid lead PPA in ppm. So the element is bismuth, uh, uh, Ag, nickel, Su, V, and oxygen. So for the experimental about corrosion test, the corrosion test setup was conducted in a glove box with oxygen level controlled below 10 degree 10 power minus 6 ppm using zirconia detector, and the liquid lithium was purified with an argon hydrogen gas mixture at uh, 150 degrees Celsius and 750 Celsius for 72 hours, and aluminum oxide crucible with 40 millimeter diameter and 125 millimeter height were used contain the liquid PB and the 316 stainless steel samples and alumina sheet and Roswell employed to keep 316 stainless steel samples submerged due to PB's higher density. And the crucible was set with high temperature glue and enclosed to ensure complete immersion of the 316 stainless steel sample. And the sample were heated in a furnace connected to an argon-filled glove box, sealed with oxygen-free welding, and maintained at either uh, 650 degrees Celsius or 750 degrees Celsius for varying duration 20 to 100 hours. Post-correction sample were cleaned using a mixture of acetic acid ethanol and hydrogen peroxide, followed by diffusion water rinsing and drain for 24 hours to fully remove PB remains. So this schematic for corrosions test, we can see uh, this exhaust pipe and this intake pipe, this resistant furnace, this thermocouple, and this crucible cover. And this is aluminum oxide crucible. So, uh, in this box, we can see that the samples 316 stainless steel and liquid PB. For the experimental characterization and analytical balance, Metra Toledo SPR 1062 or AC measure sample mass before and after corrections testing. Scanning electron microscopy same this marine with energy dispersive spectroscopy, ADS, Oxford Instrument XMAX, analyzes surface morphology and elemental distribution of sample pre and post correction. Same setup is 10 kilovolt voltage, 1 nanometer resolution, 200 to 2000 x magnification, and 8 to 8.5 millimeter working distance. And SI diffraction, SRD, is a broker the egg events, examine microstructure of corroded 316 stainless steel sample. SRD corrosion are show yeah, alpha radiation source. And 40 kilovolt voltage and 20 milliampere current. Inductively coupled plasma optical emission spectroscopy (ICP) or ES measured remaining liquid BB impurities diluted in 5% nitric acid, including ferrochromium and nickel. A sample test was repeated 3 times, and result was averaged to ensure accuracy of the metal dissolution measurement. So we move to result and discussion about mass change, part mass change. Okay, wait. So the weight of 316 stainless sample in liquid PB increased at 650 degrees Celsius, but decreased at 750 degrees Celsius. At 650 degrees Celsius, weight gain increased with correction time, raising 0.98 milligram per centimeter cubic at 80 Hz due to oxidation forming an oxide layer on the surface. Uh, and oxidation dominated at 650 degrees Celsius with minor dissolution, resulting in mass increase over time. At 750 degrees Celsius, wave loss increased with time, reaching minus 2.92 milligram per centimeter cubic at 80 hours due to the dominant dissolution. And then the correction at 750 degrees Celsius lead the metal dissolution into PB, causing the mass revolution as a pitting corrosion expanded over time. So, so I think so uh, the result of multivariate and nonlinear fitting of the correction rate of 316 stainless steel and liquid lead at 650 and 750 degrees Celsius are shown in equation 1 and 2. So this equation for measurement the mass change, this for variation 650 degrees Celsius, and this for variation 750 degrees Celsius. And where T H is the correction time at high temperature, 750 degrees Celsius, the corrosion rate is generally higher than the 750 degrees Celsius. But the corrosion rate changes from rising to falling about 80 Hz. And the change corrosion rate is non-linear. So, us. Okay, this the result. We can see from figure 3 the wasting of the sample immersed liquid paper under the argon for the fluorescent temperature and at 20 to 100 hours. So we can see uh, the wasting for the 60 150 degrees Celsius is increased, but for the 60 uh yeah for the 750 Celsius is decreased. So this correction rate, and so we can see the multi-thread nonlinear fitting is was bigger than the at 750 degrees Celsius is bigger compared to 650 degrees Celsius. But at the 100 degrees Celsius, they have a same value. And move to parts of morphology, we can see at the variation 650 degrees Celsius, the oxide layer formed onto the sample surface with smaller corrosion holes developing at the interface due to high oxygen concentration, and the corrosion pits and honeycomb oxidation layer appeared after 60 hours, indicating the oxidation and dissolution corrosion occurring simultaneously. At the 80 hours, oxidation thickened correlating with the mass increase. After 100 hours, larger cavities and stable oxide layer appeared. And for the variation at 750 degrees Celsius, the solution corrosion was dominant with the small porous and uneven beating observed on the surface early on. Over time, the oxidation increased, leading to a dense oxide layer by 100 hours, which aligned with reduced mass loss. So we can see from this figure the difference for this figure. This surface morphology of sample emission in liquid PB under argon at 650 degrees Celsius at different times. This for 20 hours, and we can see. Okay, I'm sorry. You can see the matrix, and this the block outside. At the 60 hours, we can see the crack appears and the ovarian outside matrix. And this matrix, and at the 80 hours, the crack is expand. You can see this, and this uh, display hollow prismatic oxide. And For this operation, the oxides were formed onto the surface of the corroded 1316 stainless steel, and the surface oxide also changed with time. After 20 hours, the oxide layer also corroded sample surface were formed, accompanied with small corrosion holes in the matrix. And the corrosion hole layer of the corroded sample increased with the increased decoration time at 40 hours. After 60 hours, the honeycomb layer appeared on the corroded sample surface, and the corrosion piece began expand, and also appeared to be corroded and became denser, denser when the corrosion time increased to 80 hours. And at the 100 hours, the oxide layer on the core of the sample gradually decreased. So we can see in this figure, this surface elemental distribution of the corroded sample after 650 degrees Celsius at different times. This for oxygen, this for ferro, this for chromium, and this for nickel. You can see the uh, ya, jumlah jumlahnya semakin meningkat seiring berjalan waktu korosi yang semakin lama. And so iron oxide formed and 100 dissolved corroded for sample hours after 20 hours as shown in figure 7, this figure. And iron oxide, the surface of the corroded sample also increased, and the area where the oxide formed became larger with the increase the experimental time. Elements such chromium and nickel also migrated to the corroded sample surface interface to form enrichment. After 1 hours 100 hours, chromium was only observed in a few regions of the sample matrix, indicating that some of nickel may be first dissolved. See, from this figure. And then there is result and discussion for the variation at 750 degrees Celsius. So we can see in this figure at the 20 hours, we can see the small holes, and after 40 hours, the holes, we can see another holes, and this after 60 hours, we can see the corrosion pit, and after 80 hours, this matrix, and you can see more clearly at 100 hours. So, the corrosion behavior of a sample was dominated by dissolution corrosion with the little offset gradually occurring with the time increase at 750 degrees Celsius. After 20 hours in UKVB, small pores and extensive uneven pitting corrosion appear on the sample surface, and pitting corrosion area expanded into immersion time increased to 40 hours. After 80 hours, a dense oxide layer developed partially covering pitting corrosion holes, with oxidation corrosion becoming more noticeable, but dissolution corrosion still dominant. And by 100 hours, a more uniform oxide layer formed, indicating the progression of oxidation corrosion, while dissolution corrosion reduced and mass loss slowed. So we can see from this figure. And after 20 hours decoration, tiny parts on the sample surface due to selective deletion of alloying elements. At 40 hours, oxygen content increased at the edge of larger corrosion pits, and both of oxygen and iron were detected in small pit areas, suggesting possible iron oxide formation. By 60 hours, chromium enriched at the edge of the pits, with further iron oxide formation in the pits and a wider atomic migration lines. Oxides also formed on the substrate surface. After 80 hours, oxide of iron, chromium, and oxygen present, and nickel began to migrate to the substrate surface. You can see from this figure. Okay. At 100 hours, iron oxide covered most the surface with significant chromium deposition and enrichment of nickel, likely due to nickel's high solubility up to 10% in liquid Pb in high temperatures, 700 degrees Celsius. You can see from this figure, the nickel is high, high solubility. And this for part cross-sectional morphology at 650 degrees Celsius, we can see the difference picture before the before with the previous picture, and from this picture we can now at the 20 hours sample correction did what as 8.99 micromillimeter with at 1 to 2 micrometer iron oxide layer and chromium this layer. Small amounts of chromium and nickel dissolving into the medium. To the medium, you can see. Uh, and after 40 hours, correction depth reached rise rise yeah re reached 9.30 ppm, forming a chromium oxide nickel ratio below the iron oxygen. And at you can see this for uh, 40 hours, and at 60 hours deep increased to 10.21 millimeter with the micrometer after micrometer. I'm sorry, I was wrong to uh, tell this satuan. So with distinct iron oxide and chromium oxide layer and ongoing nickel and chromium dissolution. At 80 hours, corrosion rates reset to 13.51 micrometer. Iron oxide layer thickened, oxidative corrosion become more pronounced. So you can see. It's not thickened. Oh, yeah. And at 100 hours, chromium dissolved more where the chromium and nickel migrated, maintaining similar oxide layer structure as at 80 hours. You can see for 100 hours and this for 80 hours. and at 650 degrees Celsius, oxidative corrosion dominated initially but shifted towards dissolution corrosion as oxygen concentration decreased. So we can see the oxygen concentration was decreased. Yeah, is more liter is a thickness. And this for variation 750 degrees Celsius, we can see is more different compared with the figure 9. So from that figure, we can see the sample correction depth reached 7.05 micropm, primarily driven by element dissolution with no evident oxide layer initially. And dissolved oxygen from the medium diffusion to the interface while the chromium and nickel migrated to the surface. And high temperatures increase diffusion rates, leading the oxide dissolution into liquid PB, and corrosion depth increased to from 20 to 60 hours. After 60 hours, cracks appear, allowing oxygen to penetrate deeper. You can see the oxygen is penetrated deeper. And at 80 hours, the iron oxide former indicating some oxidation corrosion as the solution slowed. So we can see is the solution as slowed. And by 100 hours, the oxide layer thickened with iron and chromium oxidized, and a chromium and a nickel enriched layer formed. This element migrated into the medium. And for the crystalline structure, you can see from figure 11, and the original material sample, the original 316 stainless steel sample mostly retained their eustained structure. SRD spectra showed new peak on the corroded sample surface with with iron oxide formatting between 20 and 60 hours for iron oxide oxygen. I'm sorry, but let me check. Oh, this. Oh, this. Magnet stone iron. Okay. Forming and iron to oxygen 3, which has higher oxygen content appear at the surface at 80 hours, along with iron 3 nickel, indicating nickel migration to the surface. After 100 hours at 650 degrees Celsius, ferro to oxygen 3 was primarily peaked in SRD, showing the elements migrating from the interior to the surface in lower concentration initially. Elements dissolved in liquid PB also diffused into the interface at 650 degrees Celsius. And new peaks in RD spectra appeared on corroded sample at 750 degrees Celsius. After 20 hours, nickel and iron migrated to the sulfur, forming iron 3 nickel. Higher temperature acceleration nickel diffusion leading earlier interaction with iron at the interface. After 40 hours, an iron chromium nickel solid solution formed as a chromium gradually migrated through the iron oxide layer to the surface. And by 60 hours, iron 3, oxygen 4, and iron 2, oxygen 3 were observed in SRD spectra at uh, at 80 hours. Nickel and chromium migrated through the layer, forming nickel 3 iron and iron chromium solid solution with iron. After 100 hours, iron 3 oxygen 4 and iron 2 oxygen 3 reappeared, indicating the elements migrated to the interface, where oxygen reached with this element during migration. So we can see this SRD pattern of the 316 stainless steel immersion in liquid PB at 650 degrees Celsius and 750 degrees Celsius under the argon difference time. So this the intensity and this for the 2 theta in degree. So we can see after 100 hours, hmm, the phyto oxygen 3 format. Yeah, and this for, yeah, and we can see in this graph after 100 hours, uh, the the mater the uh, the material format V3O oxygen 4 and iron 2 oxygen 3. I'm sorry, I didn't know how to spell it, but I will search for the next session. And okay, for the part impurities in liquid PB, after 20 hours at 750 degrees Celsius, iron content in liquid PB was 7.5 ppm with nickel migration detected, indicating initial selective dissolution dominated at 750 degrees Celsius. Nickel ion content steadily increased over time while the iron content fluctuated. After 80 hours, iron content peaked at about 750 degrees Celsius and 650 degrees Celsius with significant white change in 316 stainless steel sample are 0.98 milligram per centimeter cubic at 350 degrees Celsius, and 2.92 milligram centimeter cube at 750 degrees Celsius. After 80 hours, iron concentration reached 193.8 ppm at um, 350 degrees Celsius and 160 ppm at 750 degrees Celsius due to iron dissolution into liquid Pb consistent with maximum mass change. After 100 hours, iron 3 oxide 4 on sample oxidate further to iron 2 oxygen 3, reducing iron concentration in liquid Pb, while the nickel ions appear in Pb at 650 degrees Celsius, indicating dissolution correction. By 100 hours, impurity ions show stabilization with nickel dissolving faster due to the higher solubility and mobility, elevated temperatures, driven by temperature selective dissolution. And this table 3 is the consent of iron, chromium, and nickel in liquid PB unit in ppm. This for this for variation 650 degree Celsius, and this for variation 750 degree Celsius. For this for iron and this for nickel. This original concentration in liquid PB and we can see the value after variation hours. And this talk about correction mechanism. In table 4, we can see the standard gives free energy relevant chemical reaction. So we can see this reaction and this gives free energy for the variation 650 degrees Celsius and this for variation 750 degrees Celsius. And we can see at the version 650 degrees Celsius, oxidation correction initially dominated with slower migration chromium and nickel ions. Iron 3 oxygen 4 acid layer formed locally attached to the iron oxygen 2 diffusion at the interface. Uh, hmm, Iron chromium 3 for oxygen 4 acid layer developed as a chromium migrated, creating a decent layer. Around around 80 hours, nickel penetrated the oxide and forming iron 3 nickel on the surface with some nickel selective dissolving at 100 hours. Iron 3 oxygen 4 further oxidate to the iron to oxygen 3 and cross appear expanding over time. And for the variation 750 degrees Celsius, dissolution corrosion dominated initially, creating uneven pitting on the surface due to the inside nickel solubility and migration. Nickel continuously dissolved with some interacting with the iron and from nickel 3 iron by 40 hours, a nickel chromium iron spinel format and by 80 hours and three and iron chromium spinel uh, with this yeah this apa ya hmm, senyawa was observed after 100 hours oxidate correction replaced dissolution with iron 2 oxygen 3, and iron 3 oxygen 4 covering the surface spinel layer. And for this paper, they have a conclusion, and at 600 degrees Celsius, mass of sample increased with time, with oxidation corrosion dominating. Oxide layer and small corrosion pitting format with expand to the largest cavities and corrosion progressed. Oxide layer mainly consisted of the iron 2 oxygen 3, iron 3 oxygen 4, and iron 3 nickel paste, but they decrease over time. For the fraction at 750 degrees Celsius, mass decreased over time due to dominant dissolution corrosion. Dissolution lead the formation of small pores which grow and spread it across the surface. And surface composition included uh, iron 3 oxygen 4, iron 2 oxygen 3, iron 3 nickel, nickel chromium iron, and iron chromium phases. So, this study have a conclusion uh, for make new improvement uh, ya, wawasan to this finding are variable accuracy 316 stainless steel as a material used in liquid PV environments in fast nuclear reactor. Okay, for this section, just that for me. Uh, I'm sorry if I was wrong to spell it clearly. And see you next review paper. Thank you.